Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Bragaton. Take a short rest.
Enough to keep us going.
And make our way back downstairs. But as we go, we'll pick up everything that we can. I don't know that we talked to Ernest Tillerturn last time. Which we can't now anyway, since we solved the possession problem. Might leave nothing behind, just in case something else might be possessed. Doing it for the residents' safety.
These boots have seen everything.
I'm pretty sure we've read this before. Yeah, we have read that.
That might be worth a look.
What does that mean?
It looks like you can probably make your way straight to the top and potentially not have to fight all those poltergeists. I'm guessing all the poltergeists disappear once you destroy the painting. We found ourselves a fancy letter. Darling Ferelia, my word, your father and I were so delighted to hear of your betrothal, and to a painter no less. Given your groom's rather unconventional background, we'd be happy to put forward any sum you require for the ceremony. After all, one's daughter is only wedded once. Unless here at Guthmere, of course. I have to tell you all about that another time. As for your nuptials, perhaps we could employ the High Hall. Or would you prefer something grander? We're very open to suggestions. All my love, Mother. P.S. I tried reaching out to that talented husband-to-be of yours. Please forgive me, I meant you no embarrassment. But he has yet to respond. It would perhaps behoove him to draft a reply. Soon. And Secrets of the Talus. The best way to begin to interpret your Talus deck is by getting to know it as you would a person, one exceptionally long-lived and wise. The more time you spend in close observation of your deck, the more its arcana will filter in and out of you like air. It is not for the deck to reveal itself for you. It is for you to reveal yourself, to yourself, through the powerful symbols and ancient wisdom portrayed in these 78 cards. Oh yeah.
Lightly does it.
Looking ahead.
I'm glad to see this family has an appreciation for malls like myself. Definitely read that. That second copy, or did I forget to steal that one? Alright, good. She just fainted, making sure her life wasn't tied to that portrait, and I somehow missed it. By destroying the portrait, I killed Jannath. I'll finish looting, just in case, after we talk to them, they want to wander around the house. Art appraisal. I don't think we've read this. Art appraisal by Goner Mod begins with this. My mother took me aside one morning and told me my father had gone crazy. I was 7 at the time. In her defense, she was pretty gentle about it. Your dad's okay. He's just gone crazy is all. When I asked her if crazy meant he locked himself in his study again to paint for 3 days, she told me no. He'd attacked her with a sharpened paintbrush. She said it just like that. Matter of fact, no tears in sight. They've been married 6 years, tied the knot 1 year after Mum pushed me out between her legs and a garden shed in the boonies outside Waterdeep. Art is a funny thing. Metro Webson tell us in their excellent breakdown of the craft that good art replicates life, whilst great art overcomes life. That morning at 7, a years old with unlaced shoes and a friction burn on my butt from scooting too fast across the floor, I learned the truth of that, and its corollary, that while overcoming that strange thing called life, great art can gobble it up just as easily. Cabin in Motion is a fitting name, because it was in motion from the wall to my pocket.
That might be worth a look.
It might be. The Book of Suitors. Within this plain diary are glued letters from suitors seeking Jannath's affection. Madam, please, you mustn't leave me in suspense. Tell me you'll be mine, or tell me all is lost. One or the other, or not sleep another 10 day. Jonah. Milady, I was dreadfully sorry to hear about your husband's demise, and hoped you'd come calling sometime this 10 day, that I might convey my condolences to you in person. I've just received a lovely shipment of red from the south. Thought it might be some consolation to you. Lord Haventh. Dearest Madam, might I come visit you on the morrow, and pay my respects to your great house? It's been so long since I've had the privilege to sup tea at your side. Horatius. We have read this one. Alright, read that before. Regards missing painters. A note written on official Flaming Fist parchment. Lady Jannath. While I appreciate the offer of a generous donation to Fist coffers, I've got neither the authority or spare boots on the ground to authorize a Sword Coast-wide search for your friend, Mr. Fevris. I keep an eye out while I'm on the beat in the city, but until we get the full Steel Watch rollout promised by the benevolent Lord Gortash, we're simply stretched too thin. Hope he shows up soon, my lady. I really do. All the best. Devella Fountainhead. Your new ring. Dear Lady Jannath, our most profound and gracious thanks for your patronage, and granting us the honor of crafting your wedding ring. We wish you the greatest joy for your upcoming nuptials, and should you desire in years to come to mark the happy occasion with a gift of similar craft and quality, we would be delighted to offer you our services once more, along with a returning customer discount. Yours in artistry, Elmatola. Beneath the signature is a stamp of a shining jewel, the words, "The Glitter Gala" embossed in gilt across the center. Read both of those. The Wonders of Phandalin. Pretty sure we've read this too. Yep. Old news and old news. Invoice. Blue Link's Adventurers. Base cost 1,000 gold pieces. Incidentals 1,000 gold pieces. Objective. No trace of Oscar found from here to Waterdeep. Whoops. Sorry, Shadowheart. Contractor's record. A quickly scrawled invoice of work completed. Record of work 29 Tarsac 1492 DR. Completed installation, sliding door concealed to cubby and atelier. Initial quotes 500 gold. Final invoice 575 gold. Additional cost, structural reinforcements after door installation, making it more secret per client request.
Need to find a way forward.
Yes?
And we've read this before. It's the raunchy book.
Moving in.
And we've read that. Dismissal of staff. At Lady Jannath's request, all domestic staff are to leave the premises and consider themselves on temporary leave until recalled. No imputation or malfeasance should be inferred from this. In light of recent events, Our Lady simply wants a little time to herself. During this leave, staff will be paid half wages and are free to seek other temporary employment. Chamberlain Mercer. Can't reach a whole cupboard. Orders for staff. Staffing duties. If the below is unclear, bring your concerns to Mr. Mercer. Nemesis. Purpleston serving. Bailey, shine the silverware and be careful about it. Cirilla, wash the linens. Julie, speak with Chef Marjoram. Bubs, greeting guests. Art show schedule. The plans for a forthcoming art show at House Jannath, Strange Tides, Self-Portraits from the Sword Coast. Excellent suggestions. Nemosis. Please see my notes below for the preparations, Lady Jannath. Invitees. Mr. Ruth Linacker, +1. Lady Harriet Oberon, +1. Sir Yerrick Shashenstar, +3. He insists on bringing the triplets with him. Remind him we offer no nursemaid to attend them. Ben Val. Their piece, Reflections on Umberlee, will be on display. Ensure they are made aware of this. Mr. Polton Carrick. Still hasn't delivered the still life I purchased. Remind him of this gently. Nourishments. 3 casks wine. The best you can find. My vintner in Manorborn shall have something. Or should have something. A wild mushroom soup. Steak medallions with asparagus, golden pear pie. I'm quite the fan of asparagus. Roast it with some butter and salt. Good to go. Find at home a cookery book. Alright, a feast for a 10-day. The following recipe requires a day or more to make. Inform your servants to cook the sauce the day before, then again for some time on the day on which it is to be consumed. The earthy and comforting flavors will thus have time to blend. Ingredients: 2 spoons of oil olive, 1 unit of pork ribs or meaty pork neck bones, 5 cloves garlic chopped, 1 large onion diced, 1 punnet of mushroom sliced, 1.5 units ground beef, 1 cup high quality crushed tomatoes, 4 unit of tomatoes preserved by canning, 1 small spoon of sugar, 2 dried bay leaves, 1 large pinch dried oregano, salt and pepper to taste, crushed red pepper to taste, 2 sprigs fresh basil, 2 sprigs fresh parsley. Directions: stoke your fern to a high heat. Meanwhile, pat the pork dry, season with salt and pepper, and drizzle with oil. Place into a pan and bake in fern until deep golden brown, set aside. Heat remaining olive oil in large heavy pot. Fry chopped onions and mushrooms over medium heat and season. Do not allow them to brown over much. Add crumbled beef and cook until colored, stirring. Season with salt, pepper, and oregano. Add chopped garlic and cook it a very short time. Then add tomatoes, salt, sugar, crushed red pepper, and pork, still on the bone. Add bay leaves, basil, parsley, and bring to a low simmer. Simmer as much for the better part of an afternoon. 3 chimes of the bell will do. Remove the pork to cool, then remove meat from bones and discard any fat or gristle. Shred the meat and return it to the sauce. Taste for further seasoning. When you're satisfied with the flavor, cool thoroughly and place in your cold storage to mature overnight. Serve the next day with your choice of accoutrement. The chef prefers pasta, plenty of hard, salty cheese, hard-boiled eggs, and a crisp green salad on the side. Trying to read that, I had a frog in my throat. This area would be a little faster, but a couple containers got broken in the scuffle. Thought I can't select those cheese wedges. absolute end. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the absolute and the dangers it presents, is scrawled the response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with fear of the absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other... we've read this. Not gonna finish it. A brass locket. And Dearest Ferelia. A charred love note, nearly illegible, addressed to Lady Jannath, apparently from a rejected suitor. The name of the sender has been burned away. I'm pretty sure I've read this one as well. Alright, I think we're all set to go talk to Oscar and Jannath. No?
Please, Carrie, my darling, listen to me.
You brought me here. You did this. Do not interfere. He's coming home with me.
This man is under my protection. I cannot let you hurt him.
Another one who wants to control me. He called me here. Trapped me. Pathetic little childish boy.
I only wished to explain myself, to make you see how...
No! Enough of your whining. Enough! Selfish, arrogant bastard of an artist. I wanted to be left in peace.
Please, tell us what happened to you.
And how does that help me? Or is it just to help him? Why does everything always have to revolve around Oscar Beverus?
Oh, my sweet Carrie. What did I do to you?
Save your tears for the ethereal plane.
Partially tempted to leave him to his fate, but I just said he's under my protection. The Carrie Oscar spoke of was kind and gentle. This isn't the real you.
What are you saying? You're trying to confuse me. It's so hard to think. I don't remember.
Carrie, my sweet meat. I just need to know that what you did, that it wasn't my fault.
Why am I here? I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be.
The spirit's aura flickers, changes. She is confused, lost, dragged here unwillingly by a man who refused to let her leave.
He called her his sweetmeat. Sweetmeat is another way to say candy. Yeah, no reason not to take this one. Calm spirit, tell us of your fate, and your soul shall be freed. I swear it.
Fine. If Oscar wants the truth, he can have it. We were a fling, nothing more. My decision had nothing to do with him. I did this because I was so fucking sad. All the time. Oscar finds it easier to imagine a world where women kill themselves over him than one where they have their own bloody problems.
I'm sorry, Carrie. I had no idea. But I was truly not to blame.
No, you weren't. So you and your poxy paintings stay away from me! We're done, Oscar. Over. Now let me rest in bloody peace.
Gods, what a mess I've made of it all. My sweet Ferelia. I've been a rotten fool, haven't I? And yet you never left my side.
It will take more than a ghost to scare me away. Though I wish you'd come to me sooner.
What will you do now?
I'd like to stay. I confess I never felt ours was a marriage of substance. I rather thought you just liked me for my art. Throughout my ordeal, I saw how tenderly you cared for me. Even at my worst, you never left my side. Truly, you were the one who saved me. I'm so sorry, my darling.
Yeah, Jannath deserves more than an apology for what you put her through.
A debt I'll spend a lifetime repaying. As for you, my noble friend, our account can be settled far more quickly. Come upstairs to my atelier. I promise you'll leave with something priceless. Immortality.
Son of a gun. I don't want a painting. To Oscar Fevers. I've read this already.
So, first you save my husband, then you save our marriage. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
You're sure you want to stay with Oscar after all this?
I'm afraid when one falls in love with an artist, such drama comes with the territory. Needless to say, Oscar won't be having anything more to do with the supernatural. One possession is quite enough for any marriage. You must take up his offer. Go to his atelier, sit for him. Then perhaps you will understand what I see in him, flawed as he is.
Maybe not, though.
So, first you save my husband, then you save... You must...
Alright. Old news. Let's go talk with Oscar.
Here he is, the hero of the hour. Brushes are oiled, the canvas prepped, and you... Well, you're comfortable. That's the main thing. So, shall we begin?
There's something wrong with what I'm wearing.
No, of course not. As an artist, I want to capture your true essence in this portrait. Bloodstains and all. Oh, of course, if you do want to freshen up first, I'm more than happy to wait. After all, it will be seen by generations to come.
I'm happy as I am.
Wonderful. Stand yourself just there, and voila! All it needs now is a name. Something to capture the spirit in which it was created.
Maybe you shouldn't talk about spirits, buddy. Yeah, we'll keep it simple and pragmatic. Let's not overcomplicate things. Portrait of an adventurer is fine.
A very traditional choice. Perfect for such a dignified hero as yourself. Please, take it in for a moment. It's not every day one's face is preserved for posterity.
Well, I do have a statue back at home, so...
It captured you.
The hero of Baldur's Gate. Not what I asked it to be called. Oh, and how fetching a face. Flawed, flawless, elegant, hideous, pained, pleasurable. It seems to fit all such descriptors, and many more besides. It's worth 1,500 gold. Won't sell it though.
No time to rest.
Tarhan... Oh, it's, Nemesis.
Enter, if that is your wish. Personally, I would advise you against it. Enter.
Well, a little late for that invitation, but thank you, I guess. Real quick, we'll pull out the painting and see if our face is actually on it. Expect that's not going to be the case. Oh, it is! Look at that! So it looks like they have me wearing Kethric's armor. The teeth on the side, right? It was purple, wasn't it?
Now hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet.
Oh, there it is.
New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers believe.
Yeah, pretty sure that's what it is. Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll take a long rest. Can we... After we talk to our companions, we'll see if they have anything to say about the poltergeist situation.
No one's stopped me yet.
Then we'll continue exploring Baldur's Gate. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.